and I'll try to use proper language, but unfortunately we're dealing with worldly things, okay? My name's Joe. In 1995, me and a woman of the night, I use different words, but I'm trying to be proper, okay? Me being an alcoholic, drug addict, thief, convict, piece of you know what, and her being what she does, that's how we went cross country. We hit truck stop to truck stop. And at one time the truck stop, the guy gave us a ride, he dropped us off in the middle of this country, our country. We get out of the truck, he just takes, there's nothing. 2 streets, across the streets, but there's, no matter which way you look, there's not even a car coming. I don't even know which direction to go in. And I'm like, this is so ridiculous. We'll just stop walking. So we picked the direction and walked. Me and this girl. And she kept saying, you gotta stop worrying. God's got us. I'm getting a little fed up with the God thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. But she didn't stop saying it. And then we walk and walk. And a car would go by every hour. Right? And we're beat, we're hungry, we're tired. And she's like, I'm telling you, God's got us. I'm like, F you and God, if he's all that in a bag of chips, the next car that comes by, which is coming by once an hour if you're lucky, you hitchhike. See how badass he is. Well, about half hour later, I see it coming. It's a little Chevy love truck. I don't know if you youngsters know what I'm talking about. It's a 2-seater truck, and you ain't putting 3 people in it. And I see it coming. Got this. I waited patiently. She hitchhiked. Zoom. Ha! She must be your guide. She says, she used some other language I won't use. She says, ha! Why don't you look again? This truck pulled over, banged a U-turn, went past us, came back around, and pulled up. I'm like, what's he gonna do? Put us in the back of the truck? There's not room for 3 people. She gets to the cop first. Oh my God! I'm thinking Charlie Manson, serial killer, highway murderer. We're gonna be chopped up, and that's all my thoughts. I get to the truck. This guy has the biggest Bible I've ever seen in my entire human life. It is open from the steering wheel to the glove box. From the windshield, it's this wide, it's this big. I'm like, that was my first oops. A couple goosebumps coming right there. We get there, I sit down, she sits in my lap, and I'm like, mister, why'd you pick us up? I don't even know why I asked that, but I did. He said, well, youngster, let me tell you, I'm 89 years old and never picked up a darn hitchhiker my whole dang life. Oops, number 2. This is getting weird. I'm like, I'm gonna ask that question. Why'd you pick us up? Well, sir, when I went by you, God told me in no uncertain terms you will turn around and pick them up. When God talks like that to me, I listen. I'm like, oops, number 3. Now I'm really like pinned in. I'm like, this is getting really crazy. We didn't even tell him where we're going. He brought us home. We go to this little house with a big red barn in the middle of wherever we were. And then Granny comes out, another 90-year-old, come up. Oh, come on, get you some cooked dinner. We ate all this, so much food. He said, Joe, grab a beer. We're going to the barn. I'm like, okay. And I'm out there proceeded to let him talk about his son that just died in the war. And he said, let me see your hand. Let me see your hand. I know what a key looks like to a vehicle. All right, I've been around a little bit. I'm like, what's that? Me and my wife want you to have this car so you can get that young lady back home to see her daughter, which is in L.A., and we're somewhere in the middle of the country. I'm like, mister, I can't afford gas. Never mind a car or a key. He said, you'll be passing it on down the road. I just thought he meant, do a good deed. Right? Well, they come out with all kinds of food, gave me gas money, right? And sent us on our way. 1 hour on the highway. I'm paying speed limit. I'm doing everything right. Blue lights. State police. I'm like, I'm going to jail. Do whatever you got to do to get me out. There's no doubt I'm going. I don't have an ID. We definitely ain't got no license. I don't even have an ID on me to prove who I am. I'm going to jail. Cop pulls up. License, registration. No. To which part? Both. You got ID? Nope. Young lady, you got ID? Nope. Okay, you want to explain? I'm like, well, and I told him the truth. I said, you may have heard a lot of stories, but I'm just going to tell you the truth. And we'll just... This old guy picked us up, bring us home, gave us a car so I can help her get back home to L.A. So the car's not registered, insured, nothing. I got a piece of paper saying he gave me the car. That's it. Get off my highway and left. That don't happen. So we get going. We're going down the road. It was the following day. It's probably middle of the day. And we're on a back road, like a Route 12. You know, it was only a 2-lane highway, so we're off the main highway. And the car dies. And when I tell you it dies, I don't mean boop, 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 it dies. No, it boop. Nothing.
Might any one of you have a cigarette?
Oh, no.
No?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
I do.
Jeez. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Bravo.
Yeah, you can have one too.
Have one more?
Yeah, have another one. Why not? Unless I have to die. Oh, sorry, did that come out right? My bad.
Thank you
So,
so much. Excuse me for interrupting.
We're on the second road and we're driving, and the story's almost done, but the ending is going to blow you away. So we're driving and the car dies. When I say, I mean, it almost like someone reached in and pulled the motor out of the vehicle. That kind of died. Everything at once stopped. So we're sitting on the side of the road. Guess what happens? Beep, beep. Police pull up behind us again. I'm like, now this time I'm going to jail. There's no way we're going to luck out twice. Ain't happening. So he comes up, I give him the same story. He said, well, you can't leave your car here. I'm like, but it's broken. He said, I'm going to push you a quarter mile. People hike, there's a little parking area, you can put it there. Okay. So he pushes us up there, and we park the car, and he leaves. This is really, twice now. I've been in trouble all my life. Trust me, this don't happen. So, pack your stuff, baby. We're walking again. So take what you want. We'll leave the rest. We're out of here. It was 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. We walked until like 3. No cars, no houses, no buildings, nothing. Not even animals. Just nothing. And I'm looking probably a quarter mile up. I see a light. A very teeny light. I'm like, ooh, on ramp for the highway. See all these thoughts. I'm like, no, we did it. Picked up pace a little bit, come up over the hill. There's a restaurant. There's not a gas station. It's not an on-ramp. There is just a restaurant, not a house, not another building, nothing anywhere you can see. I'm like, this is really weird. So we go down, she says, where you going? I'm going to go get us some food or something to drink. I'll go wash the toilets or something. I don't know. I'm going to do something. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. We haven't eaten or drank. So I went in there and I asked the lady, hey, can I wash your bathrooms? Can I sweep the parking lot? Can I do some dishes? I don't need no money. Me and my friend would just like something to eat and something to drink. She patted her apron and started crying. I'm like, she said, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm like, okay, but she's crying. I'm out of here. I go to leave. She yelled, wait, but in a language I've never heard. It was a screech, not a screech. What? Like a desperate plea is all I can say what it sounded like. She stopped me dead in my tracks. Get your friend and get back in here. All the 3 ladies chipped in to get us some food. We're sitting there eating, and they were as close as me and you are. And I hear her eavesdropping, she's crying like crazy. She said she's a single mom with 2 kids. She said, I get up in the morning and take my daughter to school. I take the bus home to get my son. I have to take him a different direction to go to school. Then I got to go to the bus terminal thing where all the buses are so I can get a bus to come to work. It took me months to figure this out. Now they want to change the schedule. I'll lose the job. I can't do it. There's no possible way for me to do this because you don't have no way to do it. I'm sitting there and it just came over me. Let's give it a car. Let's give it a car. It's broke anyway. That was my attitude. It's broken anyway. So we're done eating. I said, can I have paper and pencil? So I just wrote, Joe Sweeney, give me this car that someone else gave me. You can have it. And I gave her the key, and she comes walking over. She says, what's that? A key. What's it for? Well, you see, we had a car, but the car broke down in a parking lot up the road, and we can't use it. I'm not a mechanic. I have no money. I don't know anybody. I can't. So we're giving it to you. She started screaming. Well, here we go again. I'm out of here. The other lady, no, sit. I'm not going to tell you. She's going to tell you. Just give her a minute. Mister, me, my family, my church, my friends, every human being that knows me has been on our knees till they bled, begging God for a miracle. Nothing else short of a miracle is going to help me. I need a car. I don't have any money to get one. Nobody can help me. We're poor. There's no possible way. You just answered that prayer. You bring me a car. I didn't see what I'm saying. What I'm saying and what I saw was different things. I'm like, I can bring you a car. Didn't realize till later the impact of what happened. God used a hooker, a convict, drug addict, alcoholic piece of crap to bring a miracle to someone in the middle of the country. There was no possible way it could happen. At first, well, why'd you pick someone better than us? Because no one would have did what we did. He stopped us right. He stopped both the cops from doing anything. He pulled the motor out right in front, well not in front, 5 miles away. But when there was nowhere else to go. If there was a gas station, I may have went there. You see there was no other place to go but the restaurant, and she was right there when I walked in the door. That's God. If that ain't God working, then I don't know nothing about God. That is a God story. I still tell people, I've been telling them since 95, I still don't believe it, and I lived it. And I have a hard time believing how powerful this God is.
So if you were to summarize that, in like 1 or 2 sentences,
I wish I was smart enough to know what he did then. It may have changed my life. But he gave me that lesson, that learning experience I wasn't ready for it yet. I'm not going to lie. But when I was ready, that came really prevalent. It was very important in where I'm at today in my life. That was the first time that's the first time I know in my life that God actually liked me. Never mind love me. That's the first time, well, he must like me. He had me go deliver a car to somebody. That's pretty good. That's a pretty big deal. You know what I mean? And so it changed my attitude a lot. And like I said, I wish I could tell you everything changed. Hallelujah. You know, Angel Joe, it didn't work that way. I had to take the hard road. There's a favorite song I had to keep listening. God, sorry, thanks for waiting. I took the long way. I'm here now. And there is a second story, but if I tell you now, I don't have, maybe I should tell you now, and then I'll have to stand up with the microphone.
now I'm going to put you in the microphone.
I'm trying to get out of it. You see that? I almost made it out. That is my God story. I'm blessed with these stories. Never mind what they do to me. I've witnessed with my own eyes how it affected other human beings and changed their lives. Plus, they tell me, dude, you know that? Good. And Tom, when you asked me to come down here and talk, I went to God. I'm like, I told you, you need to share these stories. Stop holding on to them and keeping them to yourself. Oops. So, if you noticed, I got here early to listen. I listened to you, and I'm here because God told me, Joe, I didn't save your life for you to go get comfortable and be good. because that's what happened. I got church like me, my family like me. I'm retired. All I had to do is just sit home, come down here every day, talk to the homeless and people. These are my friends. I don't call them anything no more. I don't say homeless, addicts. No, these are my friends. I come hang out with my friends every day. And it's wicked cool. And I get to tell them, dude, it ain't the end of the story. Trust me. They didn't go under the barrel for me. They had it back in a backhoe. I was that
Tom,
bad. You know
there's
what I
a
mean?
guy here wants to see you, Brian Java.
Yep. Just bring him over here.
Oh, so that is my God story.
All right. I got that recorded.
The Lord has called you out to speak. The Lord has called you out to teach in His name.